We are Steve and Jill.
Together, we've been buying and reselling land since the 90s.
Our data-centric approach leaves our buyers asking, how can you sell it so cheap?
Here on the Land Academy Show,
We answer that and more. Steve and Jill here.
hello.
Welcome to the Land Academy Show, entertaining land investment talk. I'm Steve and Jack Butala.
And I'm Jill DeWitt, broadcasting from sunny Southern California.
Today, Jill and I talk about the TV series Yellowstone is what we are all selling. And I am told by our producers that we're this week not talking enough about the fact that this is our 5-year anniversary.
Yay.
And I think there's some
This
stuff
whole
coming
month.
up. Like
Yeah, there's stuff going on. Check out social media. Check out landacademy.com. Check out the Land Academy Facebook stuff. Because like right now, there's a free Land Academy program contest going on. FYI.
Excellent. Before we get into it, let's take a question posted by one of our members on the landinvestors.com online community. It's free.
Austin wrote, what do you guys think about pricing on the sell side in round numbers versus odd numbers? Does it make sense? Does it make much difference in closing the deal? So take a look at the following examples. Round like $20, $100, $300, or $3,000, $50,000, and then instead do like, $19.95, $99, $29.50, $49,000. I have something funny to say about this.
Go ahead.
I just posted a property. I just had a property that we're posting for sale yesterday, and I put in there. I started to write in 20, and I'm like, whoops! I caught myself. And I said, post this for sale for $19,977.
Excellent.
That's what I wrote.
So this is not, Austin, it's a very good question. It's not an opinion-driven thing. There's a lot of people that have opinions about this. What you need to do, and what all of you need to do, it's really the answer to everything in what we do, is look at the data. So there are somebody at Cornell, we just had a show about this last week, about specific pricing, specifically in real estate. When you price a property like we do in our offers, where it's $30,322.18, you have a 20 to 40% higher chance of someone taking you seriously and calling you back. Well, the same is true on the sell side. So this is not my opinion. This isn't some statistic I came up with after sending a bajillion offers out. This is Cornell University, somebody writing a dissertation on this thing. So it's a much higher possibility when you do real specific pricing. So I would take it even further, not $19.95. I think that's Walmart. I would do $19 or maybe $17.82. It makes everybody consciously and subconsciously say, whoa.
I'm not going to do that when I'm doing like mine for, $40,000, $50,000. I might price like $50,000. I would do like $47,855 or just some weird
great
thing.
I think that's
so
perfect.
It just gets people's attention like, huh.
Today's topic, the TV series Yellowstone, is what we're all selling. This is the meat of the show. There's a show on Amazon, which you have to pay for, that was produced by Paramount. And it's a show up, Kevin Costner's it's fully produced in a good way. Kevin Costner's the main character. He owns tens of thousands of acres in Wyoming, and he's got all kinds of conflict, both legal conflict. Somebody's trying to build a subdivision next to him. He has because there's so many acres, an adjacent Native American reservation. And the show is just packed full of scenery for rural vacant land. Mm-hmm. And what that lifestyle is all about, and just everything that's associated with that: hunting, fishing, recreational stuff, raising,
time,
riding horses.
What you see, it's just beautiful, open, expansive skylines. That's what gets me.
So there's a scene where one of the adjacent landowners is developing a subdivision, and they build a structure in the middle of all this and try to raise capital. And so there's a lot of city people there, and the city people are standing out on during the sunset. And one guy's saying, this makes my skin tingle. This is why I'm in the land business. I have always, since I was a little kid, just been enamored with the outdoors and all that it has to offer, and just all of it. So it's that feeling that you have to convey in your postings, and that hopefully the way that we're doing now, our land real estate brokers are conveying that feeling and selling that.
Mm-hmm. They are.
The land is a vehicle for that feeling.
Right. I was just thinking, we were out to dinner in Lake Arrowhead last week at this really cute little Italian place, sitting outside because we're not allowed inside. But fortunately, we can drink. And the weather was nice. But if you remember, I just sat there looking. I'm actually caught myself looking at the trees. I'm like noticing the blue sky, so gorgeous. It's like different blue when you get up there. Not like our blue here.
It's not like Los Angeles, not blue at all.
Like smoggy blue. But I gotta say, our smoggy blue is much prettier now. But looking at the trees going, wow, look at the variety of trees. I don't think I've ever looked at a forest and really actually thought about the variety of trees, but I catch myself doing that. So we came back, and just the smell. You all know what I'm talking about. We all know what it smells like when you drive to the mountains and you roll down the window. And if for you guys who live there, you probably notice that when you drive to the beach and you roll down the window, because there's a beachy smell too.
So I've long said that interior designers who just love interior design, and they have all the magazines and for houses and actually for offices, are the logical ones to sell real estate, because they have that in their soul, and they love, decorating and window treatments and all of that. And I think conveying you can see, if you look at take 5 postings of houses on the internet, you're going to see who cares and who doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Like,
ooh. Oh, houses?
Yeah. And guess which one sells first?
Isn't that the funniest thing? I can't.
It's the same with land.
It's so silly, but you're right. It's like crumpled towels. There's unfolded towels and the toilet seats up.
Yeah.
Really? You want me to get excited about that bathroom? Right. Versus if you just fold the towels, put the seat down, and turn on the lights. That's all you had to do. Or
a 4,000 square foot house for a couple $1,000,000 that is clearly a really cool house that's empty. It's not staged.
That's true.
That's 1 or 2 tiers down from the.
You have no excuses now, because I've seen virtual staging. Yes. That looks good.
Yes, Jill.
You really have no excuse.
So it's the same with land, and that's what this television show really conveys. It's that feeling of that out, and it's not going to attract everybody. The world's packed full of people who just love living in the city, although that number's dwindling as we go here with this COVID business. But, that's not your customer anyway.
Right.
Your customer is somebody that just their skin's going to tingle when they're
with the blue expansive sky and the trees I was talking about. That's true. So your postings need to, and your lead photo needs to evoke that feeling. The me, I actually got out my phone, took a picture, because the blue with the trees, and it's angled up. You need to get good at that, or hire photographers who can do that, or tell them, give them a sheet, because like you're saying, this whole episode's about this feeling is what we're selling. And if you are really good at writing a good description and taking beautiful, dreamy photos, or have people that can do that, or have some kind of an outline for them, your property's going to sell so much faster. People just fall in love with it.
Back in the late 90s and early 2000s, I would go around to buying tax deed property to around states in the Southwest, and I would be gone for like 6 months, and I just loved it.
Yeah.
I love that part of the business. I love the auctions. I love being in that, and then you have babies and all kinds of stuff happens and you can't travel as much. But I just look so fondly back on that time, and sometimes staying out there in the middle of it or whatever's involved, that's what we're really selling. And I think, I used to take all my own pictures, so I would be down on the ground taking the pictures and shooting up through the flowers, or trying to find on any given parcel, try to find the spot where you could stand and shoot the pictures that's going to put the viewer and make them have some version of that feeling. Mm-hmm. And it's, I guess I'm really talking about photography 101. I don't consider myself a photographer at all. I was just trying to convey that feeling through shooting it. And I guess it worked, because here we are.
I guess
16,000 deals later.
Guess it worked.
Or maybe it's just all price and all this stuff I'm saying is stupid. I don't know.
We'll let you decide.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Happy you could join us today. 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. You can find us right here on the Land Academy Show.
Next Monday, join us for another interesting episode of the Land Academy Show. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.
That's funny. I think you did just fine. I think you do a good job at evoking a feeling, getting it out there. And it's funny that we're talking about Yellowstone. I don't know if it's us. I don't know if it's COVID or our age or where we live now. I'm not sure which where it is, but we are actually considering, even for ourselves, like cabin, rural, out there things that I never thought I would be interested in.
Me too.
So we're watching this. I'm sitting here watching that Yellowstone. I'm looking at this house and how much acreage she has. Helicopter doesn't suck too, by the way. That's a great way to get around. Like, I don't know if that's on the table for us, but I'm looking at it, and then you know what's funny? So I'm dreaming about it, thinking this is great. I wake up, look at properties, and then I go back into a not good place where I go, well, shucks, how far do I have to drive to get eggs?
Well, I think somebody else would do it.
Okay.
At that point.
So what do you think it is? Is it us? Our age, where we live? Is it COVID? What is making you and me even consider this kind of property?
It's all of it. And so whenever I go to make a decision, I ask myself a bunch of questions like, why wouldn't we do this? You know, do I have to be somewhere next Tuesday? And the answer is no for all of it, almost all of it. So COVID's part of it. I don't think that that we live in a very, very highly rated school system right now, which is a huge part of our decision for the child number 3. And I'm not sure that's going to matter because of the COVID. So I think it's becoming a real possibility to put ourselves in an environment like that.
You know what?
Like
I was
10
mad
reasons.
at first, and now I'm excited.
Me too. I'll tell you the real reason that, I'm sure there's a percentage of people that are listening to this that are like, hey, man, I've been living this way. You don't need to tell me. Why,
I'm a full-timer in my RV.
Hey, Steve, since you love it so much, why haven't you done it? And here's why. Because I haven't been with a female who is open to that.
Oh.
And that's the real reason. So it makes me a little weepy here, and you say that you're considering it and happy, because just be careful what you wish for here. We'll pull a trigger on that stuff. I will pull a trigger.
Well aware of that. Because every time we've had this conversation, yep, that happened. So good. Thank you. The Land Academy show remains commercial free for you, our loyal listener. So wherever you're watching, wherever you're listening, please subscribe and rate us there. We are
Steve and Jill. Information
and inspiration
to buy undervalued property.